Okay. Coming to nesting habits of the birds. See how the birds, they build their nest. Okay. So birds build nests to lay eggs. We know that they lays eggs in their nest and hatch their eggs to raise their young ones. Yes. They build them in safe and hidden places like rooftops, old buildings, poles, and hollows of the tree. You all know that, you all might have seen the nest here and there. Yes. The nest protect the eggs from enemies and the bad weather. They also prevent the young ones and the eggs from falling down. Birds use leaves, twigs, grass, feathers, wool, cotton, mud, and even pebbles to build their nest. Different birds build different type of nest. So about the nesting habit, all these points are very general, that the birds, they lay eggs in their nest. They provide the shelter to their babies or the eggs and prevent them from falling down. How the nest is, birds making their nest with the help of leaves, with the help of twigs, feathers, wool, pebbles, stones, like, okay. So different birds, they build different types of nest. An interesting nest now you can see, Taylor's bird nest. See, very interesting nest the Taylor bird makes. The Taylor bird uses its beak like a needle to sew two large leaves together with plant fibers. Okay, what they are doing, they are sewing, as your mother sews any thing which has been torn. In the same way, the Taylor bird also sews two leaves together, okay, and make this like a, you know, like a polythene bag type of thing, and see inside there they are laying the eggs. So Taylor bird makes a very interesting type of a nest, okay, by sewing two large leaves together with the plant fibers, okay. Each stitch is tied with a knot. Whatever they are stitching is, they are tying a knot also. See how interesting nest they are making. Weaver bird's nest. The weaver bird's nest is similar to that of the Taylor's birds. The weaver bird also weaves the beautiful and strong nest with twigs and the grass. They are also weaving it with the twigs and the grass. Here the Taylor bird is stitching or sewing together with the plant fibers, whereas the weaver bird is making or weaving with the help of twigs and the grass. It weaves the grass in and out rapidly. The nest hangs from the branch of the tree. See, it is hanging from the branch of the tree. It looks like a bottle hanging. It is, you can easily see. Yes. So it is the hanging type of nest. So hanging type of nest, if somebody asks you, you will say it is a weaver bird's nest. Okay. It is hanging will be only weaver's birds. But if two leaves which are sewed together, that will be a Taylor bird's nest. This is the difference between the two. Okay, and the Taylor's bird nest is not hanging, I think. So it is just the two leaves which are sewed together. Woodpecker's nest, as you all know, woodpecker makes its nest in the tree trunk. Yes. So woodpecker, they into the tree trunk and with the sharp beak make hole or cavity in the trunk. They have make with the soft chips of wood and make the nest which is warm and comfortable for them. Is that clear? All the three nests: Taylor's bird's nest, weaver bird's nest, and woodpecker bird's nest. So if we say the nesting pattern, we want to see. So in the Taylor's birds, weaver birds, and the last one was woodpecker. Okay, bird's nest. So in Taylor bird, they sew the two leaves with the plant fibers. Here weavers, it looks the nest is hanging from the tree like a bottle from the tree. Okay. And here they are weaving with the grass and the twigs. Okay. And the woodpecker makes the nest by making hole in the trunk of the tree. Yes, Meera?
Ma'am, what is plant fibers?
Plant fibers are like cotton fiber, jute fibers like this.
Okay, ma'am. Ma'am, 1 minute.
Okay. Yes, Anam?
So what is the second word?
Which word? Second one.
Yes, ma'am.
Weaver's bird nest.
Yes, ma'am. उसके बाद ma'am, the third line.
Nest hanging from tree, weaving with the grass. They are weaving with the grass.
Thank you.
Okay. So this was about these type of nets. Coming to sparrow's nest night. Now sparrow makes its nest in the house or a tree. We all know that. It uses grass, leaves, straws and cotton fibers to make its nest. Okay. And lays eggs in that. Vulture's nest. Very interesting. Eagle and vultures. They make a cup-shaped type of a nest. Okay. Some shallow type of a nest. With on higher branches of the tree, it uses twigs to make its nest. The nest look like a shallow cup, shallow like a little bit like this, shallow cup. Okay, like this. Now penguin's nest, the penguin birds like penguin, they make shallow depressions on the ground. Okay, some shallow depression. Shallow depression means like this. See, shallow depression means like one thing is shallow, one is deep, like this, little bit curve type. Okay, shallow depression. And the ground lined with leaves, grass and stones and pebbles and feathers. With these all things, they are making their nest. Okay, so remember it is a penguin's nest which uses the stones and the pebbles to make their nest. You can see in the picture. Clear? So sparrow's nest, vulture's nest, penguin's nest. So sparrow's nest, vulture or eagle nest, and last was penguin's nest. Okay, so sparrow we can make on any rooftop or any tree. Okay, tree or rooftop. Okay, they may make their nest with this with the help of twigs. Okay, cotton fibers, etc. Like you can read from the content. Okay, vulture and eagle, its nest is like a shallow cup. Okay, and it is at a height on the tree. Okay, this nest is made at a height on a tree. Penguin's nest, it will be nest on the land only. Okay, with pebbles, stones. Yes, Neha.
Ma'am, in sparrow's nest, it is after twins, it is cotton or bottom?
Cotton, cotton, cotton.
Okay, ma'am.
Yes, Meera.
Ma'am, in PPT you have shown the penguin, the material that penguin needs to make their nest is grass and leaves also. Is it grass and leaves also, or stones and pebbles on?
Grass, small stones, pebbles, feathers, leaves, grass. So many things are used to make the nest.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. It's not that only that. I'm just giving you that the gist. That is why I'm saying now you have to read the content thoroughly. I'm speaking everything, but it's not possible. No, I can write. Same thing is written here only. That is just the gist I'm giving you. These are the things we are doing. Okay. Read the questions. Meera, first question. Pratyush, second question. Fast.
Question number 1. Read the following statements and choose the correct option. Statement 1. Down feathers cover the body of the bird and give shape and give it shape. Statement 2. Flight feathers help the birds to fly. A is statement 1 is correct, but statement 2 is
Just
wrong.
tell me the correct option, please. A, B, C, D. Tell fast.
B.
B. Statement 1 is wrong and statement 2 is correct. I think everyone satisfied by that. Yes. So, what happened, Pratyush?
A is the correct answer.
You think both are correct?
No, ma'am, only A.
A. Statement 1 is correct. B is not correct. Read the question thoroughly, Pratyush. We have done 3 types of feathers. See about that. So answer is statement 1 is wrong, but statement 2 is correct. See the 3 feathers, Pratyush, in your notebook. You will find the answer. Coming to question 2. Yes, Pratyush.
Yes, ma'am. 2 number question. Read the clues given below and identify the bird correctly. Clue 1. I make my nest on the higher branches of trees. Clue 2. I use sticks and twigs to make my nest. Clue 3. My nest looks like a shallow cup. Who am I? Ma'am, the answer is B. Vulture.
Yes, the answer is B, vulture. Clear? So now we are going to study next topic, that is food habits of different birds.
Ma'am, Amin didn't join the meeting.
What?
Ma'am, I mean that Amin didn't join the meeting of today.
Amin didn't join the meeting today.
Yes.
He has joined. Okay, interesting facts about the birds. So this page is very, very important, okay, because any question can come from anywhere. A hummingbird is the smallest bird and it can fly backwards, but it cannot walk. What is the important feature of the hummingbird they are saying? They are saying a hummingbird is the smallest bird, first of all, and secondly, it can fly. See this one. This in the first column, the last picture is of hummingbirds. You can see the video also that the bird, it is the only bird which can fly backward. Okay, others bird doesn't fly backward. So it is the only bird, smallest bird, which can fly backward and it cannot walk. An ostrich is the largest bird and it lays the largest egg in the world. Peregrine falcon is the fastest bird. Okay, this is the fastest bird, peregrine. Okay, a cuckoo does not. Now the interesting feature of cuckoo is that cuckoo does not make its own nest, rather it lays the eggs in the other bird's nest. A cuckoo does not build its own nest, it lays the eggs in the nest of other birds. Parrots,
crow, ma'am.
Please raise your hand. I think that in this batch, nobody is following the instructions to raise hand and then speak. It creates confusion and disturbs me a lot. Parrots are the longest living birds. Okay, so they are the longest living birds, means their lifespan is very long. Sometimes vultures eat so much that they can't fly, means they do overeating. Okay, like we do sometimes. Birds are also known for their massive migratory patterns. Migration, I already told you what is migration. When the bulk of animals move from one place to another in search of food or in protecting themselves from the enemy or to adjust in the different climate, so they migrate from one area to another. So birds are usually, all the birds are migratory birds. Some birds will travel long distances each season to stay in a climate that is good for their survival. Birds are sometimes kept as pets. Yes, somebody have pets also, like parrots at their home. The most popular
bird pets.
Akash, this is not the way to speak. Please mute yourself. This is the last warning I'm giving to you. Birds are sometimes kept as pets. The most popular birds for pests are tropical birds like parrots. So usually some people put sparrows or parrots as their pets. Birds also have a history of helping out humans in various tasks. They can carry messages and help hunt. Means the birds, they carry messages, like in the earlier times, the people used to send message by having the chits in the pigeons, claws, like taking them, or in the beak of the pigeon, and they are transferring the message from one place to another. And help hunts means there are some birds like falcons which help to hunt the other animals. With the help of falcons, the people can hunt other animals. Okay, so these are some of the interesting facts which are different from what we are studying in the birds chapter. Okay, some different birds having their different features, some special features. These are what? These are the special features of the birds. Yes, Vanya?
Ma'am, I don't understand the third statement.
A peregrine falcon, it is the name of a bird, is the fastest bird.
Okay, ma'am.
It is the name of the bird. Yes, Meera?
Ma'am, what is mean by massive?
Massive, big.
Okay.
Akash?
Ma'am, what?
You have raised your hand and you were speaking in between. So what's the problem now? Tell me.
Nothing. Ma'am.
Nothing.
Ma'am, this old, not this bird, is making nest is also like cuckoo. Lazy like cuckoo. That
Cuckoo is not making its own nest. It is laying the eggs in the other bird's nest. Habitat of birds. Now, habitat of birds, habitat, I told you many times. What do you mean by habitat? Please, hands down if your doubts are clear. Habitat is what? The birds where they stay or where they live, that is known as the habitat. Okay, where they can survive. Okay, that is habitat. Like some birds, their habitat might be in the desert. Some birds, they might be living in very, very cold environment. Some birds, they live in plains like this. Okay, so different habitat, different birds are having, which are suiting to their survival. The habitat is the area in which the bird builds its nest. A habitat would include all the four necessities for a bird's survival. What all birds require for their survival? Food, water, shelter, and nesting areas where they can make nest. Proper conditions and proper materials are there to make their nest. Birds live in diverse habitats like desert, mountains, forests, near the water bodies, etc. Okay, so birds, they are living in diverse habitats, like some are living in deserts, some mountains, some are living in forests, some are living near water bodies. So different birds living in different areas. A lot of birds never leave their living places. The others migrate to warmer countries when the weather changes. Means there are some birds which never leave their habitat, but rather there are some birds which, when the temperature is very extreme, or they move to some other warm conditions. Clear? Migration may be tens of the thousands of kilometers long. Means migration is not like that, moving from one to few kilometers. No, it is thousands of kilometers. If they were moving from one place to another, that word is known as migration. Clear? Yes, Meera?
Ma'am, what is mean by diverse?
Diverse, different.
Okay, ma'am.
Places where birds live. Now the birds live on trees. You know that the birds may live on trees, on branches, and build their nest there. Some birds, like road runners, they live in deserts. See, they are the desert birds and can run very fast on the ground. There are penguins which live in very cold places. Their bodies have thick skin and fur on their bodies, fat, a lot of fat under the skin to keep their body warm. Also, you might have seen that the penguins, when they are moving, they move in a group. Yes, you see the penguins moving in a group so that they get the body warmth of one another. Okay. This is a pelican. It has a long beak for hunting and eating fish in the water. See, very long and pointed, sharp beak. Birds live in different ways. They live on land, seas, mountains. Their bodies are made up of that way, and so that they can survive in that environment where they are living. So ultimately, the thing is that the different birds live in different type of environment which suits to their adjustment, or where they can survive. That is their habitat. Some might live in very cold conditions, some may live in deserts, some may live in trees, some may live on mountains. So different things are there. Care of the animals. Coming to the next topic, that is the care of the animals. So in care of the animals, like if you have pets, or whether the birds are there in the forest or in the zoo, so care should be taken of each and every animal. Like if you are watering the birds, so the water should be changed every day. It should not be remain same throughout, or you are changing it after a week. No, it should not be like that. You should give good quality grains or nuts to them. Okay. Place bowls containing water for drinking and bathing of the birds around houses and gardens. Clean water bowls and change the water regularly. Put some grains and seeds in the tray of birds. Do not put birds in the cages. But they are saying do not put birds in the cages. But what we all are doing, we put birds in cages, isn't it? Those who are having pets at home. We should take care of the animals, especially pet animals, and provide them with proper food and water. Means ultimately, if you are keeping a pet, a proper care should be taken. Okay. Take your pet for regular health checkup as well. As we are going in the similar way, you have to take care of them. Bird bath. A bird bath is an artificial puddle. Puddle is like this. The shape of the puddle is like this, where the birds are taking bath. Or small shallow pond is there, created with water filled basin, in which birds may drink, bath, and cool themselves. Clear? This picture is already in front of you. Different type of artificial puddle are there. Kinds of feet and claws which we have done. So perching birds are there, which sleep at night, do not fall. They have slender claws, 3 toes in front and 1 toe at the back. Climbing birds are there like woodpecker, then parrot. They have 2 toes in the front and 2 at the back, and they help to climb up and hold the tree. Flesh eating, that is like eagle and vultures. They also have sharp and hooked claws to hold their prey in their while they are flying. Scratching birds, they have again 3 toes in the front and 1 toe at the back, and in order to dig the ground to take out dead worms and the seeds. Wading birds have long slender legs and also thin and long toes, so that they can move on the shallow water and catch their prey like fishes and crabs. Swimming birds, they have webbed feet in order to push the water back, okay, and they can swim. Kinds of feet and claws. Running birds, they have long and strong feet to run fast as they cannot fly. Feathers of the birds, 3 types of feathers we have done: flight feathers, down feathers, body feathers. Flight feathers, which helps them to fly. Down feathers, which are soft and fluffy and they cover the body of the bird but keep it warm also. Body feathers, they also cover the body and give them the shape. How do birds fly? This all of you read it yourself. Everyone, I want to read it yourself. This I have explained very nicely. I want everyone to be reading. Don't look here and there. Flightless birds like penguins, kiwi, emu, they cannot fly. And also the largest flightlet bird is the ostrich, which lays a ostrich egg, is the largest cell in the world, and it is the fastest running bird. Nesting habits of the birds. In nesting habits, we have seen different types of nests are made by different types of birds. And what happens, why they are making nests? To lay egg, and also nest protect them from the enemies, and also protect the egg or the young ones to fall down. Yes. Now the nest which the different birds are making, like the tailor bird, it is making like with the beak, it is sewing the 2 large leaves with the plant fibers. Weaver birds, it is like their nest is hanging like a bottle from the tree, and it also weaves the grass in and out, making a knot. Woodpecker's nest. So woodpecker is making the nest into the tree trunk with the help of chips and all of wood and all that. So with the making a whole cavity in the with the beak only. Okay. Sparrow's nest, it is also making with the grass, leaves, straws and cotton fibers. And the vultures, they are making a nest like a shallow cup with the stick twigs, okay, and higher branches of the trees. Then penguins, they are making also the shallow depressions on the ground, which are made by the leaves, grasses, small stones and pebbles and feathers. Yes, Meera?
Ma'am, what is mean by chips?
Chips, small chips means small, like you eat chips, in the same manner, wood chips.
Okay.